Well, I thought, Yale deserved to win. I thought they were the better team tonight. I thought they had us on our heels in the first 10 minutes. I thought our response after that was pretty good through the second period. Last 10 minutes, I thought the last 10 minutes of the first were back and forth, and then I thought the second period we actually played pretty well. I think we beat ourselves to a certain extent, and by no means do I mean to take any credit away from Yale, because they made the plays when they had to. I thought they won, more one-on-one battles than we did, I just thought, in the second period, we had turned the tables there, got the game back tied, and had a couple of chances, and and then we made some mistakes. I thought didn't make the plays at the key points in the game to give ourselves a chance. Quite the opposite. We didn't we didn't get a penalty kill when we needed one. We didn't get a big save when we needed one. We turned the puck over way too many times. So and Yale deserves a lot of credit for all of that, but for our group, unfortunately, we got what we deserved.
Is it frustrating to tie the game in the second? Seemingly, the momentum shifts back to you, and then let it slip away.
Yeah, I I think it was frustrating because I think there's an old adage in hockey that catch-up hockey is losing hockey, and too many times you put the game's fate in a bad spot when you're chasing the game. And we got it back to 2-2. We had some chances. It looked like we were ready to kind of really get on top of them a little bit, but we have the the one mistake. We don't and it was more than one mistake. We made multiple mistakes on the same play. I would look at it as almost three points of emphasis on the one play that that made it 3-2. We have a tough break and we fall, but I don't like the way we played the 2-on-1, and I don't like the way we defended it in the net too. So those are that's hockey. We win together, we lose together, and I think our guys hopefully learned a lesson early on in the season here that you really have to manage the game, and you got to manage the puck, and those two things, regardless of what you can do offensively, you can't give up those types of chances and expect to win games against good teams.
Terry, what do you owe to? You said that you come out slow in the first 10 minutes. Was it a mental thing that why?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I think that we were just we were slow to react. It felt I don't think with a little bit more moxie we still should have managed the puck a little bit better, and we probably would have got out of that period either even or maybe down a goal. But for as much as we felt like the pressure was on a little bit, we gave them the puck on both their first and second goal. So that's really the the issue. We gave them two pucks. We're chasing the game down 2-0. Regroup, start a great second, and and then we just didn't give ourselves enough chance. In the third period, we take too many penalties to have a chance to come back. So those are all things that you have to learn as a team, and we certainly didn't look like we had a handle on that tonight.
After you guys tied the game, it seemed there was kind of a good sense that both teams really, the rivalry element seemed to take over. The game seemed to get more emotional. Your players seem to be going out of their way to participate in the physical game, and that seemed to take you guys out of your game. Is that something you saw? Did your players, and then obviously Gordon takes the penalty, it seems like your guys were trying to be a bit more physical than they needed to be tonight?
Yeah, I didn't see it that way, quite honestly. I mean, I don't really. I mean, I think we took some penalties in the third, but you know, when the game was tied 2-2, I felt the opposite. I felt like, you know, we were actually playing our fastest hockey. We had some chances. I think Bowlby was in. I think Bice had a chance. I think Donato had a chance. I thought we actually played some pretty good hockey and had the game in a pretty good spot, kind of heading in our direction. And then, you know, we make the mistake, and then, you know, and then we give up the power play goal when, you know, it's not really a super dangerous opportunity. So, you know, we didn't make the plays at the crucial times of the game. Some of the physical stuff later in the game, I think that's, you know, that's part and parcel of the rivalry. And I thought both teams were actually very physical. So, you know, I don't have any time for penalties. So, you know, that in itself, you know, made it difficult for us to make any kind of, you know, comeback bid, because, you know, we took too many penalties. We spent too much time in the box. We had to use our best players to, you know, to try to keep the game at you know, 2 down. So, you know, that's just not winning hockey.
To piggyback on what you just said, almost went to the box 3 times tonight. What was your opinion of his performance?
Yeah, I mean, I think just in general, you know, Yale made us play more defense than we've played this year. Now, granted, we've only played a couple games, so, but, you know, we have to be more comfortable, you know, playing defense in our own zone. We have to be able to play defense without taking penalties, and tonight we weren't able to do that.
Anything else? One more?
Yeah, quick one. Just returning to the third goal for Yale. Is that particularly difficult for Ben, just because it's really just a second game? And what do you tell him as he comes off the ice there? Make sure he's still playing this game from that point forward.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? The longer you play hockey, you realize that stuff happens. You know, it's a bad bounce. You know, he catches an edge. But, you know, to me, you know, I look at it the opposite way. You know, instead of, you know, trying to put somebody under the spotlight, it's a great chance to kind of rally around a teammate and say, hey, you know, we got a bad bounce, but that's not going to beat us tonight. You know, and that's, you know, that's really the response that you have to have if you want to win the game. And, you know, it could have been any one of our guys. It happened to be Ben, but, you know, like I said, I think that we could have managed, you know, the situation a little bit better, you know, all the way down the ice.
Last one.
And just in general, it was a little warm out tonight. The ice seemed to be a little bit choppy and soupy, if you will. Do you think it had effect on the game at all?
Well, I think it bounced, but it bounced for both teams. You know, I don't think the ice was, you know, great, but it's tough with the, you know, with the humidity and the weather outside. It's not necessarily hockey weather just yet, but you know, in fairness, you know, it's the same for both teams. So.